I'm going to show you how to make this delicious sour cream cinnamon cake with a streusel topping. And you can see it, we're going to have a lovely marbled effect, and I'm going to show you how we get that. And what we are using is our vanilla cake mix. So we need 1 box of this, and off we go. So the first thing that we do is we empty the dry flour cake mix into a container, into a bowl, and we have half a cup of butter here, which is 125 grams, which you can see I've cut up into little blocks, and we're going to just put this into the mixture, into the flour mixture. Now, you can either use a food processor and slowly mix it in, or what I'm using here is a pastry cutter, which actually I found works much better. And you just cut the flour into the mixture, keep turning the bowl, and every now and again you can stop and just take the butter off the outside. And you don't want to cut it in too much. You want coarse lumps. You don't want it to be like fine breadcrumbs. You're just going to cut it in and keep turning. And if you don't have a pastry cutter, you can use your fingers and do the good old-fashioned method by rubbing in with your fingers. Let me just show you. You can rub in like that, and that works perfectly as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 3/4 of this flour butter mixture. We're going to take it out, a 3/4 cup of this mixture. Here we have 3/4. Just going to make sure it's all mixed in nicely at the bottom. So here we take, just level it off, and we're going to keep it on the side. The next step is to take 3 eggs and 1 cup of sour cream. And you pour the cream into the bowl, and this we're going to beat up until it's well mixed. Just for about a minute will do fine. Then we take this flour mixture, which has the butter rubbed in, and we're going to just lightly fold it in to your egg mixture. There we are. Fold it in with a spatula or a nice metal spoon. And you fold it in. Here we go, turning the bowl again. Until it's all mixed in. Now here we have the streusel mixture, which has half a cup of brown sugar, 100 grams of pecan nuts, which you just chop not too finely, quite coarsely, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, powdered cinnamon. And to this we're going to add this flour butter mixture that we took out in the beginning, this 3/4 cup. And it's actually quite easier to just mix it with your hands, and you mix it through nicely. There we go. Now here I have a 25 centimeter pan which you butter well, and this is a loose bottom one. If you don't have a loose bottom one, it doesn't matter, but this is what we're using today. And what you do is you divide this mixture in half, and you're going to put it in. Take half the mixture, and then you've got to spread it around. And of course this is all going to rise up, so it doesn't look like much now, so that's why you've got to spread it to the edges. Then we're going to spoon just over half this mixture in the middle. Just spoon it in, sprinkle it over. This nutty texture in the middle is really, really nice. There we go. And then we put the rest of this on the top. And what is easier to do it now is to spoon it on top. And it just goes more evenly to do it this way. To spoon it out. It just takes a little bit of time to ease it in and ease it around. And of course, while you're doing this, your oven has been preheated to 180. You never put a cake into a cold oven. Then we put the remaining streusel mixture on the top. Nice thick layer. Now when we've got the streusel topping all beautifully put on top, what you're going to do is just take a knife and we're going to zigzag with the knife through the mixture. And then this gives it that nice marbled look. So we just keep turning and zigzag, zigzag. And it also gives that lovely topping and the good marbled look inside. There we go. And this goes into the oven for 45 to 50 minutes. So here we have a lovely slice of cake, and what we're going to serve it with is some delicious citrus cream.